खालसा वाहिगुरू
Vaidji Khalsa, Vaidji Fatehji. Welcome again to another session of KhojGurbani, and this is Ravinder Singh joining you from Columbus, trying to facilitate this session. And today our focus will be Pauri, the fourth Pauri of Japji Sahib, Sacha Sahib Sachanai. I'll just go through this Pauri line by line with a suggested translation, not an authoritative translation. So let's start. Sacha Sahib Sachanai Akya Apar. True Master, truth the name, unbounded love your language. Akheh mangeh deh de, daat kare daatar. Constant is our begging, constant our supplication, unremitting your dispensation. Fir ke agge rakhiye, jit disse darbar. What can we offer to get a glimpse of your court? Maho ke bolan boliye, jit sun tare pyar. What can we say to win you over? Amrit Vela, such now, vadiyai vichar. Amrit Vela is the time. Meditate on the true name, contemplate and reflect. Karmi aave kappada, nadri mokh dwar. Karma brings the cloth of human birth. Liberation obtains through grace alone. Nanak eva janiye, sab ape satyar. Says Nanak, know this to be the way. So this Pauri, the word Sahib appears for the first time, I think, in Gurbani, and I take it to mean a synonym for hukam, or a reference to that ineffable and inexplicable absolute. And he appears to be continuing here, the Guru is from Pauri 3, and seems to be suggesting that the bounty of life proceeds out of unconditioned love. So he reverts back in some significant way in this Pauri to the question that he raised earlier in Pauri 1, how he asks, should we submit ourselves? What manner of speech should we adopt to incur divine pleasure? To me, it seems like this is another way of asking how to become a Satyara or a personification of the truth, so that we can walk in step with Hukam. And he provides an answer seemingly, which is during Amrit Vela, such now, vadiyai vichar, meditate on the true name and reflect on its qualities and attributes, which we discovered in the Mool Mantra. Our actions determine the cloth and circumstance of our life. But look at it not as an entitlement, but as a manifestation of divine grace. Amrit Vela then is literally the ambrosial hour that conventionally is understood to mean before the break of the sun. So the questions that I would like to put to you for discussion is, obviously, what does Amrit Vela mean to you? And is it a specific clock time, or is it a state of mind? The second question I have that I'm putting out there is, if we are to do certain activities during Amrit Vela, what do we do with the rest of our time? And does meditate and reflect during Amrit Vela point to specific activities? Before I hand off to the forum for discussion, I also want to let you know that this translation I did about 10 or 11 years ago, if not more. And there are lines here that I don't sort of seem to agree on. One is, Karmi aave kapada nadri mokh dwar. I'm asking myself, is kapra here human birth as is commonly understood, or is kapra more in terms of sukh and dukh? Like sukh dukh dve kapde. The other thought I have on this line, as I look at my very old translation, it's a good sign. It seems to me that I'm at least making some progress. I'm questioning my own self. The other is the karmi abe kapda. Is karmi action, or is karmi grace again? The fact that both, if it is human birth, then it comes through grace. Liberation also, mokh, dwara, comes through another. So it would be interesting to hear what your take on this karam is. What is karmi here? What is kapda here? And the last thing that I'm struck by is that Sahib has a sihari in front of haha, and I'm curious as to, and the Baba has an anchor suggesting a noun, and yet there is a sihari. So I'm certainly interested in a clarification on that if someone can provide it. Likewise with Nai, Vakya, they all seem to have siharis, which is suggesting that there are particular parts of grammar, but I would love to hear from anyone who would be able to clarify that for me. That said, let me move to Dilpreet Singh. Dilpreet, let's start with you.
Kanji, Vai Khalsa Vaji Fatehji, I think I completely agree the way you explained it and the way you started that it is a suggestive translation, not an authority, because of the poetic nature of Gurbani. It can be interpreted in many ways, and depending on where we are or what our situation is, we can interpret it differently. So, in the previous Pauri, Guruji said that Nanak Vikse Be Pravaho, that means that he is always in the state of happiness, and Be Prava means that he does not care that what we do for him. So again, he's setting the stage, and in the next body, he's going towards the Thapya na jai kita na hoy. And then he's also taking, or also trying to question, or he's making us think that to question the common practices of offerings which we still have today, that we offer money, or we sit and meditate on his name to make him happy. So this is another place or where Guruji is, I think he is making us think that okay, what type of work we have or we have been doing, and then he is also questioning the practices which are prevailing at that time, that people are offering money or people are sitting or meditating on his name. And then, as you said, right, that the Sahib or the Nai is the synonymous of Hukam. And then I think he's saying the language or what we should be. His language is love. He understands if we the language of love. That's how I take it. And now he is questioning that if we get everything from him, then what should we offer him, or how can we make him happy? Again, he is questioning that, okay, once we ask everything from him, and then now we are also trying to offer the same thing or a portion of that, what we asked or got from him, back to him, and we think that he will be happy with that. And then again, what we can say or repeat, or what we can say about him which will make him happy, again he's questioning the meditation or that practice, and he's questioning the practice which is again offered, which is the transactional practice of offering money and then making him happy. And now towards, and then he says, Amrit Vela, such now vadiyai vichar. And you asked what Amrit Vela is. I think that Amrit Vela is the best time where we can peacefully sit or concentrate, or our free time to learn about or to do something or do thinking or to connect with him. It can be any time, but he Amrit Vela is, I think it is referred to as that, okay, the time where we can concentrate the best. It may be the morning for most of the people, and if somebody is working there, he can do it some other time also. So whenever we can concentrate, or what is our best time, or when our mind is at in best state, that's how I take Amrit Vela. And then he's telling that, then try to feel and communicate and understand the reality at that time. And then to do that, again, now the practice is, we have translated it that, okay, we have to do the Naam Japna. This.
Let me go on to Satinder Singh ji.
Hanji, sir.
Hanji.
So, what I have listened, there are three things which mainly have been raised during the time of discussion. One is that as you have said, Sacha Sahib, and Sahib is referred to the, obviously to my mind, is a noun, and Sahib stand for the superpower, the God. The two things are there. One is Sahib, and second is Guru. Through Guru, we reach the Sahib. So, to my mind, Sahib stand for the superpower, the God, for whom we say Vaheguru, we are saying by that name. Now come the word Vaheguru. So just I was reading also the same way, the Vaheguru name has never been mentioned anywhere in the Guru Granth Sahib also, but we always say Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Why we say Vaheguru, to my mind? So there should not be any confusion for this. I think that once we start believing, then it is what should I say, without any conditions and without raising any doubt in our mind, only then we can go for the complete surrender. So Vaheguru word stands, it's not, to my mind, requiring debate on that. Vahe means wonderful, and Guru stands for teachers. So one thing is there, our teacher is, Vaheguru is wonderful, is a supreme. Like our Guru Granth Sahib is now the main Guru as on date. So Vaheguru is Guru, and through Guru, we reach the Sahib. Now, same thing is mentioned in our Ardas also. Vaheguru Naam Jahaj hai chade sotre par. So it stands for Vaheguru Naam is a name. By chanting that name, we can reach to the superpower, which is our ultimate goal of our life. So to my mind, Vaheguru Naam, any naam we can coin. मैं तन्ना जी दी साखी पढ़ रहा सी, उन्होंने ने पत्थर दे विच एवें कोई नाम बोल दिता, तो उस नाम दा जपन लग गए, ते after chanting that name, he take out the God from the patthar itself, from the stone itself. So it means that with Shraddha, Jo Shraddha kar same de, Gur par utaran. So my thing is, any name you chant, whatever, you feel comfortable with that. So Vaheguru is, as Ravindra has said, is a name which all of us are saying, so we are using that. So if anyone says that no, other name is good, that we can go for that name. So there is no any controversy on that.
Hanji, theek hai ji.
So second is Amrit Vela. To my mind, Amrit Vela stands for the Manukhi De, this Jivan. So Amrit Vela, yes, you rightly said Amrit Vela is Amrit, but to my mind, Amrit Vela stands for the Manukhi Jivan. In this lifetime, we should do as much as Guru ki vadiyai or his name. So by that way, we can achieve our situation. So that's my way of thinking.
Hanji. Thank you, ji. Hanji, Gurdeep Singh Veer ji, welcome. We haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Sri Kalji, I missed a couple of sessions, but
मैं लगा सा ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ phone ਕਰਨ.
No, it's okay. Thank you first. So nice of you. Okay, I will just start from Amrit Vela first. That's the question. The rest has been clear. Everybody has said. Amrit Vela Sajjano Vadiyai Vichar. There are two opinions. It's always like that. These are the steps, how we go up. Internally also, spiritually we go, how we go higher and higher. Then Pauriyan ke mandir chadiye ram. Step by step we go higher. Guru Satguru ka jo Sikh khaye, so palke uthe, har naam te aaye. उदम करे भलके प्रभाती इशनान करे अमृतसर नहाए फिर चढ़े दिवस गुरबाणी गावे बहंदियां उठदियां हर नाम ते आवे. So I don't go further on this. Amrit Vela is about 2.5 hours before the sunrise. It has been realized by other bhakta also, and even you see the birds are chirping early morning. If in your backyard you open, you will see the sparrows or the small birds, they're chirping very early morning. And after the sunrise, you will hardly see them. With the same token, it applies to all of us. Because that time, even we studied, when we were in the school time, we study any subject in the early morning and we remember it more. It was proven medically also. That's the best time to enunciate or to concentrate or to meditate or to read anything which lasts longer. But anyway, I don't say put a stop here. Amrita sadhi barsada buja bujan har. This is an higher stage. When you start realizing the effect of that Amrit, then any time is good for you because you're already in tune with it, because 2 months, unman, inman, conscious mind and subconscious mind. We can do anything with the conscious mind. At the same time, our subconscious mind can do another thing, or it's always thinking always two things. We're always doing one thing and thinking something else. With the same token, this is how it works. There's another point in Guru Granth Sahib. Je vela bhakti vichari hai, ta kite vela bhakti hoy. So we don't want to be lazy. If I missed that morning, early morning, if I couldn't get up, any reason, then I don't have to give an excuse. Oh, I missed being Amrita Vela. No, I don't have to do meditate, don't have to do part, or we don't have to do this. So these are many factors in Granth Sahib. Depends on the individual situation. As long as we are staying honest with ourselves, then it will start work anytime.
So, Viji, I get your point on Amrit Vela. What about Karmi Ave Kapada?
Because with our actions, with the karma, with our deeds, our get
What is Kapada? What is Kapada to you?
Kapada is our life. With our deeds, we get a life. And with his another, with his grace, then we can get rid of this pavjal. Because this all universe is a pavjal. I don't know what's pavjal. It's an ocean. There's no end. We cannot find the end of the ocean. We don't see the end. Like we are traveling the ship or on a cruise, you see water and water all around. Exactly this world has been created like that. And there are the ocean, then there are the Lara, and then I don't know, I forget the name in English. Oh, they get back into it. These are the waves which comes out of the ocean. So a word is actually nothing. And here, this explanation of Japji Sahib, as we started the first day, when you did very good, each word is different. Ekankar, I don't want to take too much time. Ekam is different, Onkar different, then Sat is different, then Nam is different, then Satnam, Karta different. So whole Guru Granth Sahib gave the Vyakhya, the explanation of all those first words which are mentioned in the Mool Mantra. So here, this is the explanation further of that. I don't know what you had the other question.
Nahi ho gaya ji.
This is about the Amrit Vela.
Hanji, Amrit Vela and Karam. So you've got that both. Thank you very much.
The other point is, jo bolet hai, mirg meen pankheru, so har japat nahi kuch hor. Everybody is pakhya paho par. Everybody in this universe or creation, they are always thinking of him. They are thinking the divine. That's what we are supposed to think anyway. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji. Very interesting point. You know, the fact that Pehlo Karam Karo to get this life and then Karam Karo to get out of it. That's really an interesting situation. Chetan Deep Singh.
Hanji Viji.
Hanji.
I actually missed the part where you read your translation, so I'm not sure.
Oh, never mind my translation. Just give us your take on it.
So I think it's interesting. I mean, especially the last line is very.
I asked some questions which I can repeat for you. One is, what is Amrit?
I heard your questions.
Okay, very good.
I do
good. Then we're good to go.
Yeah, I do want to address some of the things that I find interesting in the Shabad that may or may not answer your questions. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But Nanak,
me first.
Nanak eve janiye sab aapke sache. So he's saying eve janiye. This is a recipe, if you can call it, to be satyar. And that was the fundamental question in Japji and Guru Granth Sahib. So he's saying Nanak eve janiye, like this, whatever is said above, you will be satyar. So when I look at it, I mean, the first line tells me that the Sahib is an embodiment of love. And if you ask for it, and if you say it, if you akhe, and if you mange, he will definitely give you that. So that's what I understand from there. And then I think there are two questions that he is asking. The questions being the words ke, right? Fair ke and moho ke. And the word fair was very interesting for me. I don't take it as a fair as in question. Like fair could be translated as question, like fair mein ki kara. I don't think it's used like that. But I think the fair word is used as in the turning or to turn around. And he's saying, how should I turn around and what should I keep in front so that I can actually see your darbar? And the same thing is, what should I say by listening to that? Mere manch pyar jage, because he is anyway pakhya pavapar. And I think then what he's saying is the word kapda comes in Gurbani at I think 4 times in the whole Guru Granth Sahib, and the line is Sachi fifth salah kapda paya. So I think the kapda refers to the 5th salah, Sachi fifth salah. And I think what he is giving a recipe as an Amrit Vela, that time or that state of being where you are not dead. Because Amrit, if you break it, Amrit, right? It's like you are not dead. And how I take it as, and I'm really not sure how this word came to be related to what we typically call Amrit Vela, because the word's etymology itself doesn't match remotely to Parbati or whatever. So I'm really not sure how it came about. But I think what he's saying is once that when you are fully present in this moment, when you are not dead, in that Amrit Vela, you do the Vadiyai Vichar, or you get it. Karmi again refers to, I think Karmi and Nadri both. Karmi refers to the grace, that you get that Sachi Sif Salada Kapra will be bestowed on you with, and you have to see for yourself. Nadri is not his grace, but my own seeing the reality of the world around me, realizing that there is only one but nothing else, the unity of everything. So I think in that moment when I lose a sense of my own identity, of my separate identity, I get that grace where I actually realize the one around me. That's how he's saying you'll realize being a Satyar.
Thank you. Let me move on now to, let's see here, who has, Gurjeet Singh Veerji, Australia.
ठीक है जी
हाँ
ठीक है जी this starts from the previous hukmi hukum chalaye raha. Hukmi is ik, the one we have described, one, and hukum is that answer. That shabad is hukum and jyot is who is generating the hukum. So hukmi is the jyot and is operating this, all the jyots, or as a parliament, is operating this Srishti, Chalaira, Nanak, Viksha, Beparwa. The Bhagats are Beparwa as well because they are one with him. And everyone who is in the hukum is basically Beparwa. So it's not only coming there, we think only for Parmeshwar. Parmeshwar, hukum is nothing. Hukum is generated from the jyot. The jyot has to become Beparwa. Hukum is generated. Hukum is a secondary thing from jyot. So Beparwa is the one who is generating the hukum. So it's more coming for Bhagats. They are all Nanak Bhagata Sada Vigas. Anyone who is Beparwa is in Sada Vigas. So he starts again. Sacha Sahib is hukmi. Sachnai is his hukum, which is what Guru is. Hukmi is not Guru. Hukmi is the individual from whom he is a Guru, is a Satguru. And hukum is Guru. Shabd Guru is hukum. So Sacha Sahib, what virtue he has? Sachnai. He has got the hukum. How is Nanak saying this? Because Nanak has heard that hukum. He says that he has his language is full of pyar, but it is coming from apar. It's not from here. The word Akashvani is not the right one. It is coming from within you, from the Apar who is not in this Sagar. And that's what he's doing. He's giving it to everyone, but there's a hassle in this because there is a very clear indication that he's giving us without we ask for to anmangya dan devana sabna jiya. We don't need to ask for anything. He's giving it. But what happens is if we do ardas and we get it, then we are in his favor. But if he doesn't give us, then we are not in his favor. So the whole philosophy doesn't work that way. He's giving it, but we have to always be careful that we can't give him anything back in materialism, which is what is the main problem happening now. That's why I think he's putting that thing here, that it is just to stop that people are begging on his name. He doesn't need anything. Your Gurdwara may need something, but Guru Granth Sahib doesn't need anything. Fair ke agge rakhi, but now as a Jeev who is very individual here, what is his, how will he associate with that? Pakhya Pavapar. Jid this said Darbar. I think the biggest important word here is Darbar. He's not saying, he's very clearly explained what is Vahguru is mentioned as a Guru is mentioned as. He's a collective noun. Darbar is where everyone is sitting and from there the hukam is coming. So Tithe Bhagat was saying, every Bhagat is sitting there and it is from that Darbar that things are happening. So that word was really important. You said something about the Sihari on Sahib, but on Haha there will be Sihari, but Babba is with an Onkar. Same way Darbar has got an Onkar, means it's not a Darbar here, it's a Darbar somewhere related to spiritualism, but it's a collective noun still. Moh ke bolan boliye jit suntare pyar. Now what I have to say in his praise, because he has given me everything. Amrita Vela Sachna. Now this word is because we think that there is a sun outside. Then we have related the Amrita Vela with that sun. When we say Gur Satgur ka jo Sikh khai, this is about the inner sun in us. We have to reach that sun. That is related to Amrit Vela, not the outside sun. Because Uncle Ji has already read that. There is a thing. Je Vela Vakht Bichariye, Kit Vele Bhakti Hoi, Andin Name Ratya Sache Sati Sui. Is a condition. So it takes off that morning time off. Because we were thinking that it's just one sun, but the sun is within me. And when it is about to come, it's known as Palka. It hasn't come out. That's the where that situation is created when you say Tan so Vela Jit Main Satgur Milya. Main is my mind, in which I have gone interacted by inner consciousness. Tan so Vela Jit Hari Gavat Sunta. So this is Amrit Vela is also Tan so Vela. It's when your outer consciousness is in oneness with the inner. Because then is the real Bhakti starts. Before that, there is no Bhakti at all. So Amrit Vela is there, but there's a condition. You should have a Sachna with you. Gurbani is Sachna. And through that, you have to do the Vidayai and not the way, it's almost like you say, the honey is in a honeycomb. You have to squeeze the honey out of it. The Vichar is something like that. You have to get the Tat out of the Bani. Everything is written sometime to create a sort of scenario, but then the real word is, a real Upadesh is given mostly in the last line. Karmi ave kappada. There is a big philosophy in that part of the world that if I have done one karam wrong, I can do 5 good ones and then I will be liberated. But Guru Nanak has stopped that there. He says, no. Karmi ave kappada nadri mokdua. If you are believing that one karam will, give you fruit for, or you can just compensate for it, that compensation system doesn't work. You know why? Because there is a lot of things like Ban tin parbat hai par brahm, jaisi agya taisa karam. He will force you to do the karam. You're not independent. But there is something like me gur ke bachan jagya mera karam. That is my mind. My sleeping mind was thinking about something. It has awakened. So karam generally comes in action, but my action is different. My action is in Maya, but Parmeshwar's action is taking me away from Maya. So karmi ave kapada. If we believe in that I do one good karam for 5 bad ones or whatever it is, I won't be relieved from the reincarnations. That kapada is on my soul. That's the junni basically kapada. Nadri mokh dwar. Anyone who has attained mukti is only through the nazar. Nanak eva janiye, that's what Nanak ji is telling us. Sab ape satyar. If someone has got satyar ever, it is through the grace. It's not through the karams. So that's my intake. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa.
Vaheguru Khalsa ji. Thank you, Virji. Thank you, everyone. I really do not have any follow-up questions. So if anyone wishes to follow up with their thoughts, feel free to. We have about 5 or 10 minutes. Dilpreet, do you have any follow-through?
Just in 1 minute. So I think Guruji is setting the stage for the next Pauri, and he is questioning the transactional structure which was there. Okay, the temples had the idol, and then there was a transactional structure. People were giving money, and then it was being collected. I think on the same lines, we also need to look at the Gurdwara structure or the transactional structure which we have, as we have talked, that it is the praise of the Guru, that Guru, you are great. Thank you.
Hanji, thank you, Ji. Gulwan Kaur Panji, any last final thoughts?
Nahi, Virji. Thank you.
So thank you, Ji. Hanji, Satinder Singh Virji, any final thoughts?
Yes, only one. I have one confusion. Karmi ave kapada. So karmi is stand for my karma which I do in my present period, or karmi stand for by my karma of the past action. So here I'm a little bit confused about karmi stand for my past action or my current situation.
Hanji, theek hai ji. Noted. Hopefully somebody will address that. Gurdeep Singh Virji, final thoughts?
This is a very good question. The last this fellow Virji asked it. I know I don't have answer, but even further explanation is Satguru age sees pet deo je Satguru sache bhava. Further explanation of the same. Phir ke age rakhiye tan man tan sab saap gur ko hukm maniya paiye. So the other explanation. But the whole thing, Vaheguru for us is a Guru Mantra. A Pattamani, we did 17 times, and the Vaheguru 13 times, page 1402 and 1403, and then 4 times Vaheguru, total 17 times. And it's clearly mentioned there, Sunre Nidan, Mantra hai Jaan. When you read those 2 pages, 1402 and 1403, it gives a clear indication that Vaheguru is a Guru Mantra for all of us. And Gurbani says, Guru Mantra Chetad, fir dukh na thi vai, Uttat baiठे सोवत जागते मन तुझे चितारे. So anyway, Gurbani focuses on Guru Mantra many places. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you. Hanji, Chetandeep Singh, any final thoughts?
Nahi, Virji, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Gurjeet Singh Virji, any final thoughts?
Hanji Virji, we just talk about the word why. Why don't we read? Anyone knows what is written before that? If anyone knows, can repeat that line before it starts. It says, Sat Sach Shri Nivas Ad Purukh Sada Tuhi. You will look at the situation, the person who is saying this line. Sat Sach. He is absorbed in the Naam. Shri Nivas, that's the biggest place ever you can attain. Ad Purukh, that's your condition. Then you have become an Ad Purukh. Sada Tuhi. He is looking at the Shabad. It's a Puran Brahm. But for you, it says, Sab Sukh Data Ram hai. For me, I have got nothing to do with Vaheguru. I have got everything to do with my Ram. Jo Sukh ko chahe sada sharan Ram ki nahi. How will we neglect these panktis and just pick up a Shabad? And you will see, in Dasam Pasha has never used this word in the Japji. He has only said Vaheguru ji ki fateh. It is not Vaheguru. It is Vaheguru ji ki fateh. And is being said because now he has reached a stage of writing a jap. When you are japping, you cannot use this word in the, it's not even a naam, because the naam words are just one words, like Parmeshwar, whatever word you use, they are not compound words. Vahaguru, 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 Vahajiyo. It's written Vaha. To tell you it's a compound word, it can only be used by a Puran Brahm when he is doing the jas. It's not jap. He is doing the jas. I think we don't understand the difference between the jas and jap. Jap is to attain oneness, and jas is after oneness. You are praising the hukam. Before that, you don't know what the hukam is all about. So this is Sacha Sahib, Sach Nai. When you are in Sach Nai, then you say Vahaguru. But up to that stage, Ram is the supreme. Ram jo data mukti ko. Sant japai naam. So we have to get into this stage slowly. Hopefully we will.
Thank you, Ji. So it is all a progression. Thank you very much, everyone. Very interesting discussion as always. We will meet again next week with the 5th Pauri. Until then, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.